Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to another coverage live stream here on the channel. Hopefully everybody's having a great Sunday so far. Let's see who we have in the chat. We have Indiana Rockets, Caden Legacy, Brooklyn, as well as Edits, let's see, Jax, Ponderosa, and everybody else who is tuning in that I may have forgotten, or if you're just watching and not chatting, glad to see you in here as well. Of course, Pete is in here, Proxy, and also Weather Tracker, all in here. Let's go ahead and switch our scene. Ben, welcome to the stream as well. Let's go ahead and switch our scene on over to Any, Mini, Miny, Mo. This one. I got too many scenes. Okay, yes, that's the correct one. So we're going to be talking about a lot today. As you can see here, we've got snow ongoing all the way from southwestern Nebraska through portions of central and most of Kansas, north central Missouri, up into Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, North Carolina, and Virginia, all getting some snow out of this large system. We have Connor Croft with us here today as a storm chaser. He's currently out in the blizzard warning out there in far west northwestern Missouri. Also going to be looking at the potential for a tornado outbreak today. If we go ahead and dive on into our severe weather threat that's currently developing in the southern United States here, we are seeing a couple supercells begin to form. There's a few that I'm watching. Two of the main ones is the one west of Shreveport, Louisiana, and as well as one out here south of Ruston, Louisiana. Those are the two storms that I have noticed are beginning to develop mesocyclones and could produce tornadoes in the short term over the next 30 minutes or so. In the long term, we'll be watching these multiple semi-discrete to discrete supercells that are beginning to form in southeastern Texas into central and western Louisiana as those move up to the northeast into a quite volatile environment, favorable for the potential of strong tornadoes today. Thankfully, we shouldn't be looking at strong, long-tracked tornadoes. The long-track part shouldn't be much of a possibility today, thanks to the lower-level lapse rates being down into about 6 degrees Celsius. So that should promote more quick tornadoes, but they could still be pretty strong in intensity. So we do want to be hyper weather aware if you are inside our risk area today, which that consists of an enhanced risk for severe weather, like we talked about in yesterday's live stream. I did indeed predict yet again that they would expand this risk, and they have. It also includes a 10 hatched now for tornadoes and still our 30% chance for damaging winds. So if you're anywhere inside that dark green level 1, yellow level 2, or orange level 3 threats, make sure you are hyper weather aware today, as a tornado outbreak is definitely on the table. Now, I do want to switch gears over here to Radar Omega now. That's all of our winter storm warnings, advisories, blizzard warnings, ice storm warnings over a good chunk of the central United States. I do want to let you know, I'm going to try to say this a lot throughout the live stream, the threat level well above my face cam under the WSSI browser source there. That threat level is for winter storm impacts only. If we were doing just a severe weather live stream, that would be a 3 out of 5. So please take note, we do not have a high risk for severe weather today. That is an extreme risk for winter storm impacts, specifically over south central Indiana into northwestern Kentucky. And I will try to mention that multiple times throughout this live stream to hopefully not confuse anybody, because I know that could get a bit confusing since we're going to be covering literally like 4 to 5 different things here. We've got ice, we've got an ice storm, we've got a tornado outbreak, a blizzard, and then a winter storm also happening in other portions of the U.S. here. Our main blizzard is back here in Kansas, southeastern Nebraska into western Missouri, whereas, of course, we have that winter storm still stretching all the way into Virginia and North Carolina here. So definitely blizzard conditions still ongoing in and north of the Kansas City metro area out here. I think our highest report I've seen is 13 inches of snow, and it was somewhere back out in here. There was the 11 inches of snowfall. I remember seeing that report. So we're going to see the highest report we get today in just overall the United States here. I think I've seen, maybe it was 11. I thought I saw 13 somewhere, but it looks like 11 inches is the highest amount of snow we've seen so far. Welcome Isabel to the live stream as well. I saw you tune in. Glad to see you here. I do want to go over to our supercells out here. So the one near Shreveport that I've been watching here, it looks like it's really started to lose its mesocyclone. It's a pretty well-organized embedded supercell, but it's just not really able to rotate that much, so it may not pose a good tornado threat in the short term if it continues this look here. But it is in a good position. You know, you can obviously tell here, that's where you have a little indent in your line. Right there, you know, you kind of have your normal storms here going at northeast to southwest, these storms going northeast to southwest as well, and then there's this little embedded supercell right here going directly towards Shreveport, so we'll watch that one closely. And then, like I mentioned earlier in the live stream, we're watching some mesocyclones out here. It looks like that, is that a new one? I don't know if that was the same. Okay, that is the same one I was watching before I started the live stream here. A little surprised that's not tornado warned. That definitely could meet warning criteria there, going towards Vernon, Louisiana, Chatham, Louisiana. Make sure you guys are keeping a very close eye on that storm. That's definitely going to be our highest short-term threat over the next 30 minutes. And then after that, we'll probably be shifting down a little bit more to the south and west, where these storms are also starting to form mesocyclones. Look at the curvature today on these storms, by the way. We've got curvature here, curvature here, curvature down here. We'll go back here. We got a little curvature with that tiniest little storm there as well. So most of these storms have a good bean shape to them, which, long story short, just means that there is wind shear in the atmosphere and that it's favorable for rotating thunderstorms. So we'll definitely need to be keeping a very close eye on these storms to see how they mature. The biggest bust factor for today is by far lapse rates. Our lower level lapse rates are only at about 6 degrees, like I mentioned earlier. That's going to contribute to these storms struggling. So they're going to take an hour or so to actually get to that severe status or potential tornadic status. But once they do, that's when they're going to be able to sustain themselves for quite a while and potentially produce a couple of tornadoes today. Like, for instance, this one in Jonesboro, I don't know when it began, but if we just kind of try to trace it back to when it started, I'm sure it started somewhere in Texas. Yeah, you can see this Jonesboro storm started out here in Pineland, Texas, and it's been moving northeast for about an hour and a half or so, and it's now just finally starting to get a good mesocyclone on it. Heading down to Mobile, I assume you mean Alabama. That area, not really going to have much severe weather. In that area, it will be overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. And here comes your tornado warning. Definitely good call there on the National Weather Service. They are keeping a possible severe for Shreveport, so we are now at a tornado warning. I'm going to assume that's going to warrant us to just change our scenes now, since a tornado warning is something that's typically a little bit more precedented and urgent. compared to like winter storms.
Tornado warning for Central Jackson Parish in north central Louisiana, West Central Ouachita Parish in north central Louisiana, Jackson and Ouachita County in Louisiana.
You know, winter storms, we have like, it's pretty easy to figure out the general area that would see the most snow. You know, we get those watches 48 hours in advance, whereas these tornado watches are only about 7 hours in advance. Sometimes not even that for tornado warning. So they did tornado warn this storm. Great call by the National Weather Service. And wow, Shreveport, Louisiana, a bit shocked there that they decided to warn tornadic storms today. Let's see here. So this storm is capable of producing a tornado going north of Chatham in Louisiana. So please seek shelter. If you didn't know, here on this channel, we've obviously I think Shreveport has actually been one of the worst National Weather Services for warning. Of course, they still do, they still do warn things. It typically takes a while for them to warn it. And there's been a lot of moments that Shreveport's had. I was just looking at this tiny little area of rotation back here earlier in the scans. That's going to be the tiniest little areas of rotation we need to watch for that could produce brief spin-up tornadoes today. So if you are inside possible severes, I think Isabel is inside one right now. Personally, I would recommend just seeking shelter. These QLCS spin-up tornadoes probably won't have a lot of lead time with them. So just make sure you're seeking shelter, preferably if you are inside those possible severe warnings. Now, you're not required to seek shelter. You know, you don't have to seek shelter, but I would highly recommend it. Now, if you're in the tornado warning, you have to seek shelter. That is a storm that could easily drop a tornado. Remember, a tornado warning means a tornado is imminent or possibly even on the ground. So you want to be, you definitely need to be in your safe spot there. This tornado warning includes over 10,000 people, about 5 schools, and no hospitals. And it is valid until 12:45 local. That's about another 33 minutes. Also, this is going into a radar hole. Yay. I have a good feeling most of this stuff that we see today is going to be in a radar hole. Matter of fact, Lord have mercy, it's in a radar hole, isn't it? Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me. Wow, that 10 sig actually is more west than I originally thought. But yep, looks like most of our tornado risk today, I'll try to outline it in pink here, is going to be inside of a radar hole. The good chunk of that area I just highlighted in pink there is going to be inside a radar hole. So that's pretty unfortunate. That is pretty unfortunate. That's just another reason to be extremely weather aware as well. We're not going to have as good radar coverage, which could also affect your lead time with tornadic thunderstorms. So please be hyper weather aware if you live inside any of the shaded areas here. You can see the brown outlined with the yellow and the black hatched area as well. All right, switching gears on over to our winter storm here. So there's your winter storm. Obviously seeing blizzard conditions ongoing here, southeastern Nebraska, most of Kansas, into western, northwestern Missouri. That is a pretty dangerous situation ongoing there. We've had a lot of reports of car crashes. There's been probably hundreds of cars that have been stuck in ditches. I've seen so many chasers pull out countless amount of cars from ditches and help people out. So please stay off the roadways if you're inside any of the affected areas today, as we could very easily, see multiple more car crashes today. Power outages, thankfully, aren't as high as I was anticipating, so that's good news there. They are getting up there. We're getting up to about 40,000 people without power overall from our winter storm, so they're getting up there. I do still think that we could see somewhere between 2 to 5 million people without power by the time we get into Monday night. Monday night is when this storm will really be exiting the United States. So we've got plenty of time to see more people without power here. So make sure that you are ready for up to a week without power in the warned areas here. And by the warned areas, I'll show you right here. In these purple and red areas, that's where, or rather pink, purple, I can't English, pink, red, and white areas. Those are your warnings, winter storm warnings, blizzard warnings, and ice storm warnings in all those regions there. And like I said, especially in those ice storm warnings, that's where we're going to be looking at up to a week without power being a possibility. So please be ready for that. Wow, looks like I just got taken out of a winter storm warning. That's a radar mega glitch. That is like exactly, pretty sure that's National Weather Service's Blacksburg's forecasting region. So obviously the data just went corrupted there on Radar Omega's end, because that's literally my National Weather Service's region. A little bit of a pocket of heavier snowfall. Maybe that will make its way to me. I live out here in the city of Martinsville. Looks like it's moving that way, gotta be honest with you. We've already gotten a pretty good amount of flurries here. Nothing's accumulating. Too warm, per usual. Classic Virginia snowfall. I do want to go back on over to our severe weather again, and then we'll take a look at Connor Croft's feed because he's out and about currently. What did Caden say? Which storm is that one, Caden? I don't know which one that is. Oh, that's that one. I see it. This is the one Caden's talking about. It's somewhere down here. Yeah, so these are just all your supercells that we'll have to watch in about probably 30 minutes or so is when these are going to be able to potentially become tornadic. So we'll watch those closely. Just to give you a look here at what our Chaser Connor Croft's looking at. I think he's like... Okay, so he's southeast of St. Joseph, Missouri. We'll switch on over to Connor Croft's feed. That should be the right one. There you go. So that's what it looks like southeast of St. Joseph, Missouri. Conditions are absolutely horrific out there. That's in the middle of your blizzard warning, and that's not actually the heaviestly impacted area. There's worse impacted areas to the south and west of this region. Closer to like Manhattan, Kansas is where we're seeing those worse impacts occur. Is that 254 for gas? Man, 269. Sign me up. I'm gonna go up there just for those gas prices. That's pretty good gas prices right there. That was an old scan I looked at. Let me look at the new scan real quick. I'll keep you guys on Connor's feed there. Yeah, I see. There's a little couplet developing near Hornbeck, Louisiana. We'll watch that. That's definitely developing rather quickly, but I just wanted to show you guys. This is what it looks like out there in Missouri. Near whiteout conditions, I'd say visibility is down to probably 1/10 of a mile. I'm not too good at judging distance here, but that looks like probably about 1/10, maybe pushing a 1/4 mile. I'd say 1/10 a mile is what your visibility is out there in those blizzard warning areas. They just finished pulling somebody out from a ditch because before I started the live stream, they were pulling someone out of a ditch. And now, obviously, here we are 18 minutes into the stream, and they're not pulling anyone out right now. A lot of people are on the roads. I am pretty surprised by that. There's quite a lot of people on the roads, so that's another reason to stay off the roads, is there's actually more traffic than I originally was thinking out here in Missouri. So please stay off the roads. That's going to be one of the... probably your deadliest thing is going to be driving on roads over the next 2 days out here in our winter storm areas. I highly would recommend staying off roadways for at least the next day. At minimum, the next day. Want to show you guys that couplet Caden's talking about. There's this little area of winds going away from our radar site and winds going towards our radar site. This is detecting an area of very broad and weak rotation in the middle here. And you can see this is definitely trying to get a good supercell look to it here. So we'll need to watch that closely. It could even be quite tornadic here in about the next 5 to 10 minutes. We'll see what radar says on that storm. It looks like our area of rotation has fallen apart here in our tornado warned area northwest of Chatham, Louisiana. Still want to stay in your safe spot because it is warned for the next 26 more minutes. A storm in Shreveport's currently over the radar site, so I can't say much in terms of rotation with that, but it is TOR possible, so I would recommend being away from doors and windows close to your safe spot, if not in your safe spot, just in case that does go tornado warned in the future. But this red area here, what the heck? Okay, this is not 5 inches of freezing rain. I was gonna say, dude, if we got 5 inches of freezing rain in one area, man, that would probably be historic. But no, this is 5 inches of snow, and it is switched over to freezing rain and or sleet, one or the other. Right now, it looks more like sleet, so I would say 5 inches of snow switching over to that mixed precipitation of sleet now. This is going to be the area that gets the heaviest freezing rain accumulation here. I think Rockets lives in this general area. You're gonna be seeing freezing rain for probably the next 6 or so hours. Let me go ahead and take a look at your newest HRRR here. But definitely going to be seeing a lot of heavy freezing rain out there. Yeah, all the way until about until the low moves over you, which that should be about 6 p.m. Central, so that's 7 p.m. Eastern. That's a good 5 hours from now that you're just going to be seeing straight freezing rain all the way up till then. And then after that, it will clear up towards 6, 7, 8 p.m. Central. And then after 8 p.m., it will turn back into mixed precipitation. And then after about 3 to 3 a.m. Central, it will return into snowfall for the morning hours of Monday morning. When do we think peak is? I would probably say about 2 p.m., maybe 3 p.m. If we're talking about severe weather, that is. I'd say about 2, 3 p.m. Eastern all the way until... Oh, man, that's an uptrend. Probably all the way until that instability runs out closer to like 8, 9 o'clock tonight. Once these supercells get mature, which should be around 3 p.m., if not a little bit before that. So we'll say from about 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. should be peak tornado activity. But I'm definitely really eyeing the weekend here. WPC is pretty confident in a snowstorm for wow, they're actually already forecasting heavy snowfall over Tennessee. That's legacy. Tennessee will be seeing snowfall Friday into Saturday. They're very confident on that. That's interesting. I know the not the HRRR, the GFS 12Z showed me getting like almost half a foot of snowfall. Yeah, confidence is high in the potential for heavy snowfall Friday into Friday night and Saturday morning in Tennessee and Kentucky. So there's a high chance Legacy gets snowfall this upcoming weekend. What does the WSSI say here? We looked at that yesterday. Probability of minor conditions till Thursday. Ooh, yep. They have actually introduced a 70% chance of minor winter storm conditions near and west of the Dallas area. And then for Legacy, they have introduced a 50% chance of minor winter storm conditions. We're probably going to be dealing with another big snowstorm. I don't think it will be a major snowstorm. I don't believe it will be a major snowstorm. But a widespread snowstorm looks likely, all the way from probably near southwest of Dallas all the way up until the New England states. Storm Prediction Center just issued a mesoscale discussion for an increasing tornado threat in portions of Louisiana. Let me go ahead and show you that MCD. So there you go. Increasing threat for a few tornadoes in this red mesoscale discussion area, all the way from east of Jasper, Texas, through a good chunk of central Louisiana. And that's exactly what we were talking about with those prefrontal supercells that are going to be forming over the next couple hours. St. Joseph, Mississippi. Mississippi ain't seeing anything right now. Yeah, you are in central Mississippi. Yours will be overnight tonight. Tornado threat should die down by the time storms get to you, but a tornado or two and damaging winds up to about 65 miles per hour will be possible. And that will be probably around 7 p.m. Central. They said Mississippi. I was thinking Missouri as well, but I just did Mississippi right there. Again, tornado warning is still in effect out here southwest of Monroe, Louisiana, for a tiny little area of rotation that is really dissipated. It's not visible anymore. It fell apart in this general area here. That tornado warning goes for another 20 minutes. Oh no, somebody got stuck in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot. Just off of I-29 in southeastern St. Joseph, Missouri. That's where Connor Croft is. I'm telling you, don't go out unless you absolutely have to and it's an emergency. I would not go out for really anything other than emergency if you live in the blizzard or winter storm warned areas. It sure is. It is definitely trending for heavier snowfall up in Pennsylvania and the DC area going into Monday. Definitely trending towards heavier snowfall for you guys. And then there's actually a chance for another winter storm. There's not high confidence for the DC area yet, but there's another chance for a winter storm in Saturday, January 11th. Models are still flipping every which way, so there's not a lot of confidence by any means. Even though we're pretty close. I mean, that's only about what's today, Sunday? Yeah, that's about 6 days out. Normally we at least have an idea of what's going to happen. Our idea 6 days out is somebody from this area here in southwest Texas all the way up through this whole area here will see snowfall between the 9th and the 11th of January. There's even a chance that there's actually a chance that most of this area in here, most of this area in here sees snowfall. Definitely some uptrending model runs for sure. I am hearing that we are getting heavy snowfall right now, so I'm going to take a peek out my window. I got to see some snow. Oh, wow. Big flakes. Oh my goodness, it's sticking now. It is sticking on the ground. We've got some big flakes out here in Martinsville, Virginia. That is massive flakes. Gracious day. Huge flakes. And it is sticking really quickly. Wow. That's a little bit of a surprise. I would show you guys, but then you can see outside. Getting a lot of snow. Yay. It's actually starting to stick too. Wow. That is a winter wonderland. I'm going to go film a video real quick, y'all. I'll be right back. Stream it. Nah. Nah, I'm more needed here. I would even go out and chase it because it's actually getting heavy enough to the point where I would chase. Oh yeah, look at that. That's the heavy band starting to hit me. That's what it is. It's the heavy band of snow starting to hit me now. Holy cow! Look to my south. That might be a mixture of some rain in there. Let me look at CC. Nope. That's all probably snow. Gracious day. I hope that band hits me. That would be crazy. Let me go look over here. There we go. Still have that tornado warning in effect out here in Louisiana. We're going to continue to watch that. But I imagine they're going to drop that in 15 minutes because it's not really rotating as much. And they continued the winter storm warning for me. They literally just talked about it right now. They just continued it. They're continuing it all the way till 7 p.m. Tomorrow. That's some heavy snowfall. I gotta look outside again. Wow, it is already sticking to the grass. Like it is pouring down. It's so tempting to chase it. Looks like we're actually going to get some measurable snowfall. It is above, just barely above freezing right now. It is right around 34, 35 degrees, and it is sticking very well, which is a stubbornly rare occasion. 99.9 repeating percent of the time, if it's anywhere above 30 degrees, it's going to just melt. This band is gonna hit me. You see this? This is gonna be wild. This is gonna be blinding whiteout conditions if that heads my way. My goodness. Very whiteout conditions now in St. Joseph, Missouri, where our chaser is currently located. Let's see if this area rotation is doing anything down here. Nope, still just a broad area of red. You see the broad area of red here, broad area of green, so not really anything that could imminently produce a tornado. Gracious day, that is a lot of snow. Looking at Connor Croft walking back to his car. My word, how are people even going to get out of that parking lot? Yeah, this is a lot more prefrontal storms than what was expected. We could be actually looking at a lot of tornadoes today if this look continues. We're definitely seeing some more confluence bands, I would imagine. See if these are confluence bands. See where they originate from. Those are definitely confluence bands. That is classic Dixie Alley confluence bands right there. Like I said, the only reason why we're not really looking at like anything towards a major tornado outbreak today is because of those lapse rates. That one missing ingredient is what's going to save us from seeing anything major today, most likely. Our messy mode, it doesn't look too messy anymore, I gotta say. Still, of course, the line is messy back here. We still have some sloppiness with that. But these confluence bands are well out in front of that main line and that main cold front. So it's going to take a good 3 hours before that line can fully catch up to our confluence bands out here. Main tornado threat is from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. The overall tornado threat is from 11 a.m. this morning all the way until about 11 p.m. tonight. I'm a little bit excited about this snow out here. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I keep checking back in my area because it's pouring. It is. Oh my goodness, we already have. It is now covering. Oh, it's covering roads. It's covering our road out there. Well, maybe I ain't going to chase it. It's going to get slippery quick. I hate to be the one to say this, but there's actually a high chance I lose power. If this keeps up any longer than 30 minutes, power is going to go really, really fast. Because that is some pouring snow. Especially when this second band hits us. I'm going to tell my parents actually right now. And let them know. Let's see here. There we go. Because this, I don't know how Blacksburg saw this. Big props to the National Weather Service in Blacksburg, Virginia for seeing this. I don't know how you guys saw over all the model runs and predicted this. Should have never doubted you. My National Weather Service has always been great. In the UK, sweet. I don't forecast anything in the UK. We've looked up there every now and then for big bomb cyclones, but yeah, there goes our tornado warning. So we're going to switch back to our blizzard warning scene. Look at that. Still very, very heavy snowfall occurring across much of our warned regions here. Ice is still ongoing in south central Illinois. That's where we're going to see that highest accumulation for freezing rain right in here. Well, let me draw a different color since it's literally pinkish red. So right in here. Look how heavy that band is. My goodness. 47 dBz. That is almost the heaviest band we have right now. That actually might be the heaviest band we have with this winter storm. And it is about to hit me, out of all people. I am not kidding when I say this. That is going to most likely knock out my power. I really don't see a way how that doesn't knock out my power. Let me see. Give me just a second. That is crazy. Such a heavy band of snowfall heading right for me. I'm texting Lucky right now. Power outages? They weren't that bad when I last checked. Let's see now. 25,000, 26,000, 30,000. In the main winter storm area, we are at 30,000. If you count Texas and Louisiana, we're at about 50,000 now. So 30,000 in the main winter storm areas. If you count Texas, Louisiana, which is where the severe weather is, then you're at 50K. Oh my goodness. They are huge flakes, y'all. Gracious day. Visibility's not down too much. Have to keep peeking out my window. I got a window right next to my streaming setup here, so that's great. All right, let's go look back at our storms down here in Louisiana. I don't see any that look overly concerning at the moment. You know, of course, these prefrontals are going to be concerning, like I said, later down towards after 2 p.m. Eastern, but actually that one might be right there. Yeah, that one in Jonesboro looks pretty good. Actually, that's an old scan, y'all. My bad. Hey, there's actually one right near it, too. Chatham. I was distracted with texting my parents that I didn't even realize that was an old scan. I apologize. Old scan. I'll take a picture of the radar, send it to my parents real quick. Sorry, I gotta keep them up to date. I was wrong on this forecast. Blacksburg nailed it. There we go. Snow's about to end. So sad. Where? Where are you at, Proxy? I mean, this winter storm is ridiculous. Look at, it's almost 3 p.m. This might actually be the peak width of this storm. Let's see how large it is from west to east. Okay, so we got to go all the way west of the biggest band here. So this is our big band right here. And it stops right about at that point and goes all the way down into North Carolina. Even though it's still rain, that counts because it's still part of your storm system. That's about 1,150 miles. 1,150 miles. I mean, that is just insane. And if we count just the snowfall there, at least on radar, it's about 1,000 miles. Just barely over. See if I'm getting any snow reports around my area. Yeah, a lot. There's a lot of snow reports in my area. Damascus, VA. Yeah, so yours is about to stop. Because you're like somewhere in here. Somewhere southwest Virginia. Well, those lower level lapse rates, I mean, right now they're definitely working on these storms for sure. Only 6 lapse rates is really contributing to these storms falling apart. They're doing a toll on them, man. That is good news. That's our main bust factor for today, and that's what's probably going to keep this threat down, like I said. Let's see here. Alright, so once again, here's a look at our winter storm across the U.S. Still very heavy snowfall across most of Kansas, into Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina. Caleb, I don't think I've seen him in the chat yet. Looks like he is getting very unlucky. He lives somewhere right around this area here. And he might have seen some flurries, but there's just been a little bit of a, what do we call it? A mod dome around his house here. You can see all the snow going around the dude. Look at that. He lives somewhere in here, and all the snow is going completely around him. You can't make that one up. Gracious day. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that so I could show him later. That is great. I wonder how long that will last though. See if that dome ever closes. Come on, heavy band, make it to me. I mean, don't make it to me. I don't want you to make it to me. I kind of do though. I would love to see some very, very heavy snow. Yeah, you can see all these little areas of rotation here, even around Center Point, Louisiana. One up here southeast of Atlanta, Louisiana. One up here near Chatham, the one that was previously warned going over Monroe. This one here towards Newton, Texas. This one near Evans, Texas, or rather Louisiana, across the border there. Probably some more near Lake Charles. Take radar Omega there really quick. But they're all just small areas of rotation. None of them look to be trying to produce an imminent tornado. None of them look to be an imminent tornado threat. Long term, though, they'll end up most likely becoming a tornado threat. Hello, Catman. Welcome to the stream. I'm getting absolutely slammed with snowfall. Like I said, probably near 2:30 or so. There's a high chance I lose power. Oh my goodness. That is probably like already a quarter of an inch on the ground within the last 20 minutes. I've got some very, very heavy snow rates out here. What an overperforming event for me. Gracious day. I almost want to go chasing it, but I don't want to just leave y'all hanging here in terms of coverage. Because I did say that I would chase it if it went winter storm warned, and it did. I don't even think the HRRR picked up on this at all. I really don't know any model run that picked up on this. HRRR definitely did not. Alright, let's go back down to our severe threat once again. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. These are TOR possible, of course, because they're going to be able to produce brief spin-up tornadoes. And if they do end up producing those soon, there's going to be little to no lead time because these areas of rotation can spin up very, very, very quickly. Right now, in terms of trying to predict those areas of spin and where we could see those spin-up tornadoes, there really isn't anything that sticks out to me. There's nothing that screams spin up tornado with any of this this line here. It's all very disorganized. There's no good areas of rotation or any notches that we're seeing here. Yeah, don't fully disagree with that. I wouldn't be too surprised to see a tornado warning come out for this storm here. Southeast of Winfield, Louisiana. Tiny little hook echo going right there. West of Georgetown, Louisiana, could easily produce a brief spin-up tornado over the next couple minutes here. But it's still pretty broad. Still pretty broad. Oops. Welcome, Pez. Going back up to my area again. Dude, look at that band. Yo, I'm cooked. What in the world? Look at that. It's picking up as hail over here. I am cooked, y'all. Oh my goodness. That is a crazy band. That is ridiculous. It is pouring snow outside, but it's actually beginning to let up right now, but it's still pouring. Like on reflectivity wise, I'm still in all this yellow. Um, it's still pouring. It is still pouring. It's now accumulated on my windshield on my car. It's fully coated the grass outside. We're probably getting close to half an inch on the cement now, and it's only been 30 minutes now. I think we're pushing 30 minutes since this heavier band got over my house. Yeah, about 1:30 is when it went over my house. And it's going to be about probably 2:33 once that main band gets over me. Um, there's a chance, Pez. There's definitely a chance that it is, but considering on how it formed out here to the west and just the overall movement it did, and the fact that your nationwide radar is also picking up on it as well, I think it's just a very intense band of snow. I think it's just a really, really intense band of snow. There's Caleb. Caleb, what's up? We were just talking about you. Look at your perfect snow hole here. Look at your perfect mod dome. Here's Caleb. There's all the snow around him. Not one drop over his house. And then look at me, Caleb. Look at me. Massive band of heavy snow up to like 48 dBz heading my way. I took all of your snow and I took every last bit of it. It's starting to coat on the grass and driveway now. There's also quite the snow hole over here too in northeastern Missouri that definitely was not expected. But that's stuff that you're gonna, that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen in winter storms. You're gonna see stuff like that. And then you're also gonna see risks that significantly overperform like this out here in Martinsville. I don't know how Blacksburg even predicted this. I really don't. Because personally, I didn't see a single model run that showed even more than half an inch to an inch of snowfall. And they still kept with their forecast of 1 to 5 inches of snow. There we go. It's going to be this one big blast of heavy snow, and then after that, it's going to all be mixed precipitation and no precipitation. I still got a good hour of snow here. Gracious day. It is about to slam me. I'm going to go from about 25 dBz snow to 40 to 45. Yeah, I can get a camera out there most likely. Now it's starting to coat on all the trees. Gracious day. It's so tempting to go chase. Because that's not a band of snow that we've gotten in a long time. I don't know how I'm even getting this band. I really don't. I wonder what's caused it to be so intense on this specific area. Does it just know that it's about to go over my house and it's giving me good luck for once? Or is it going to do this? Is it going to, it's going to get really close to my house, be like west of Martinsville, and then as it passes over Martinsville, it's all going to just die. It's all going to just die right out. Don't look at AccuWeather. That's exactly where I'm going to go. Let's see their radar site. I mean, they're not fully wrong with that. That is how heavy it is, so their radar is working. And their future radar actually isn't that bad. They have it getting out of here towards like 3 p.m., which is probably what will happen. We're definitely starting to get down on, or rather up on some severe warnings now. We're up to 4 severe warnings in our severe weather threat. They have not warned that one northwest of Georgetown. It's probably falling apart now. It looks like it is. So lower level lapse rates are just saving us from anything notable at the moment in terms of our severe weather threat. So hopefully that keeps going. That's what we want to see. Crap. I kind of want to be outside for this. It is going to get really stinking heavy. It's going to be like a snow squall. I gotta see if there's like a way I can set up a camera out here. I think I can. I could just stick my phone in my window. See if this is good. Move out the way, old desk. Okay. I'm gonna go put this in another window actually that has a better view. I'll be right back. Camera is set. Got a little time lapse going. I'm gonna leave it for. Remind me, chat. Okay, remind me. Remind me to go get that at like 2:15, or maybe 2:30. And I'm gonna record a little time lapse of the snow in the backyard. Took me a minute to find a good window. Oh, I didn't close that window right there. Hold on. I'm gonna freeze if I leave my window open. Oh my goodness. It is accumulating so much. It's wild. Gracious. And that band's getting close to me, so there we go. Oh, we did get a severe warning on this. I'm kind of surprised it's not toward possible. But they put a severe warning on that for about 1 inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. So hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. Hopefully you're all getting the snow you hoped for. I know Catman isn't. Hopefully he'll have another opportunity. Caleb's not either. I saw it. Caleb's is just funny, man. That's just funny. Like, dude was hoping for a snowstorm, and then just all morning, this snow just stopped right at his city. And maybe a little flurry. You might have gotten a flurry at 1615Z. Or 1750Z. 1715Z. But after that, it's just all around him. Oh, it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. That's crazy, Caleb. That is just crazy. I'm listening too for my phone falling in the other room because it's not at the most sturdy area. So if you hear a big clash noise behind me, you know my phone just broke because it's not that sturdy. I do want to go see the... Is the Euro model run in yet? I want to go see how much of a disappointment that one shows. Oh, it is in. Let's see what it shows for me. Flurries, I'll take it, man. I'll take any snow. Snow is snow. I'll take it Saturday morning. Oh, and then it shows another snowstorm towards the end of its loop. I'm telling you, we're getting a favorable pattern. Favorable pattern. I don't think the winds are enough to qualify it as a blizzard in Indiana. However, the whole storm in itself is considered a blizzard now due to blizzard warnings. So if you live in this area here, that's where we're going to be seeing intermediate blizzard conditions. Whereas if you live out here in Missouri, that's where we have a much higher chance, especially in those blizzard warning areas, to see a blizzard. Here's those blizzard warned areas right now. There you go. So blizzard warnings in the red, winter storm warnings in the pink. Holy cow. It does look like it weakened a little bit as it's getting close to me, but it's still going to be very, very heavy snow. As long as it ain't pouring rain, I'm good with it. One is up in... Where is it? Is it... I forgot. There's a few low pressures here, but the main one is in Oklahoma. Yeah, your main one is in Oklahoma. There's really not many lows on it. There will be a secondary low that forms early tomorrow morning on it, though. There's going to be a secondary low that forms in about western Kentucky once the center gets to central Kentucky. And then you're kind of just going to have those two lows just kind of dancing around each other until the system gets off the coastline of the U.S. Well, actually, we could even have 3 low pressures at once tomorrow morning. One over west central Kentucky, one over southeastern Kentucky, and one over northwestern South Carolina. Tour possible severe from Monroe, so if you're in Monroe, make sure you're away from doors and windows close to your safe spot just in case that gets upgraded. Also want to check the new 17Z HRRR to see how that progresses storms. in the warm sector. Very poorly. 18Z's coming in too. Very poorly. I think these poor level lapse rates are literally going to be able to save us from seeing an outbreak today. Because the potential is definitely there. With overperforming instability and overperforming wind shear. Or just about what the wind shear, what we expected. It's good wind shear. And then a not as messy prefrontal mode as well. But there you go. That's all your winter storm warnings and blizzard warnings. Just keep on screenshotting it because these warnings are eventually going to start expiring from west to east. You'll start seeing these disappear over time. And by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, most of these are going to be gone out here. So enjoy looking at your 1,500-mile spread from west to east winter storm warnings. I still can't believe that, from southwest Kansas and south central Nebraska all the way till the mid-Atlantic coastline. Alright, it is hitting me now. Let me see if it looks any heavier. It's coming down quicker. It's definitely falling quicker. And it looks a little bit heavier, but it still seems just a little bit heavier and coming down quicker. But no big difference yet. We'll have to wait until the orange and red start hitting me in about 5 minutes. Still up to 4 severes here. All but one are tour possible. The only one that's not tour possible is this prefrontal out here in Clarks, Louisiana. Let me just play you a loop of these. Watch some of these more mature prefrontals fall apart. For instance, this one here. This one falls apart quickly, and then there's one that's right about here that falls apart quickly. See how quickly those fall apart? That's most likely in part to your lower level lapse rates being so low. So the only thing that can really stay together is that line because it has your cold front's forcing mechanism with it. Back over to Connor Croft. We haven't looked at him in just a little bit. Here's our Storm Chaser, Connor Croft. He's still traveling out there, now barely west of I-29 in east-northeastern St. Joseph, Missouri. Now, my snow isn't as heavy as this snow. At least it doesn't look that heavy. Now, if I was traveling, maybe it would look this heavy. But there's Connor Croft out there in our blizzard warnings in northwestern Missouri. Show you those blizzard warnings once again. Go over to MRMS really quick as well. So there's your blizzard warnings. A lot of them are covered in snow still. Snow is definitely beginning to lighten up if you're back out here towards Dodge City, Wichita. Your snow is starting to come to an end out here. Your heaviest snowfall in these blizzard warnings is definitely right where Connor is. Near all the way from southwest of Topeka, Kansas, near Emporia, back up towards Lawrence, Kansas, into about just northwest of Kansas City, Missouri. That's where your heaviest snow is occurring. And then you have a big mess of mixed precipitation in here. This shows it better. Oh, is it heavy snow now? It's much bigger flakes. Gracious day, that is crazy. I wonder, I don't have my phone. I was about to go look at reports on my phone. I don't have it. It's in another room recording right now. There we go. Okay, so once again, we're still going to keep watching these tornadic storms inside our tornado watch. None of them are tornado warned, but they're still tornadic and trying to rotate. Just none of them are strong enough to imminently produce a tornado to the point where they need a tornado warning. Another severe warning that's no longer tor possible. This one is now it's a new severe warning and it's not tor possible. There we go. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds possible there. Our ice storm warnings are flashing here in the white. That goes from one county east of Springfield, Missouri, all the way to West Plains, Missouri, back into far southeastern Missouri, south central Illinois, southwestern Indiana. Most of this is going to be for the potential of up to a half-inch of ice. About a half-inch to an inch of ice will be possible. That's generally in this... Oops. Generally in... I need to change the color. This area here is where we're going to see up to about an inch of ice. But yeah, there's all of your watches and warnings once again. Actually, none of them are watches. They're all warnings here. Ice storm warnings in the white. A large area with winter storm warnings in the pink. Blizzard warnings there in the red. And then we actually have a tornado watch down here in Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas. I actually forgot to go over this. This tornado watch's probability is a 60% chance of 2 or more tornadoes with a 40% chance of one of those tornadoes potentially being strong. 60% chance of seeing 6 or rather 10 or more 60-mile-an-hour wind events. 30% chance that one of those 10 events is greater than 75 miles per hour. Hail threat is overall low. There's a 20% chance we see 10 events of 1 inch in diameter, and a 20% chance that one of those events will be around or greater than 2-inch in diameter. Overall, there's an 80% chance we see 6 or more combined severe weather reports of wind and hail. New mesoscale discussion. Tornado watch is likely out here if you live in Vicksburg, Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi, Greenwood, Mississippi, Macomb, Mississippi, all the way down to Baton Rouge in north of Lafayette, Louisiana. You guys will see a new tornado watch shortly. A tornado and damaging wind potential will increase throughout the afternoon. A tornado watch is likely to be issued within the next hour. So probably going to see a tornado watch around 3 p.m. Eastern. It's 2 p.m. local. Severe storms will increase throughout portions of Louisiana and Mississippi. Damaging winds and a few tornadoes will be possible. I'm just going to read through all of this real quick, see if there's anything notable. Both discrete convection and embedded QLCS tornadoes will pose a risk. Damaging winds will also be a possibility, particularly in interest from northeastern Louisiana into west central Mississippi. Overlapping the backflow area and the breaks in cloud cover. This area could become a corridor of enhanced severe and tornado potential later this afternoon. While the northward extent of this potential is uncertain and conditions northward progress on the warm sector, at least some severe weather potential is expected into portions of northern Mississippi. Tornado watch is likely to be issued in the next hour. So they are going to put that tornado watch all the way up to potentially as far north as Oxford, Mississippi. This is very close to peak for tornado time now. Yeah, that is definitely very heavy snowfall. It has picked up a lot out here in Martinsville. Holy cow. Very, very heavy snowfall. Getting into the 40 dBZs now. Still near 50 out there. That's where I would want to be. South of Stewart. Any snow reports out here? Oh, 10th of an inch in Greensboro. St. Joseph, Missouri. Well, here. Let me show you this real quick. Here's what it looks like out your window. Our chaser Connor Croft is in your area. That's where we're expecting a foot or so of snowfall and blizzard conditions over the next 3 to 4 hours. Definitely want to be avoiding going out on the roads. Connor has obviously been chasing for a long time, and he's very well equipped for this. Let me go back over. Okay. He also has more chasers that are with him. See the person with amber lights in front of him? That's one of his chaser friends. There we go. Where can I put this one? I'm gonna put this one, I guess, near Topeka. For now. Now you guys can see all of the radars I have open, so this is everything that I'm watching. All combined into one scene for you. We'll keep this radar site here. This one here, and then our snow sites are still good. Very heavy snow going over St. Louis right now. Very, very heavy snow. Let me move. I believe I've got 2 of the same ones here. This one needs to be in St. Louis. There you go. I was going to say, I believe I have a duplicate there on the snowstorm side of things. So, I'm going to see if I can get a camera real quick. Get a cam out there in St. Louis, Missouri. Oh, North Carolina and Virginia is starting to lose power now. That band of heavy snowfall is knocking out power pretty quick. Let's go over to Missouri DOT traffic cams here. Heaviest band is probably just barely on the northwest side of St. Louis, so we'll see if we can get a camera there. Here's what it looks like on the northwest side of St. Louis, provided by Traveler Missouri DOT. Very, very, very heavy snowfall. Just a few cars are traveling there, and they're going really slow. Like I said, though, you want to avoid traveling, unless it's an emergency. Oh, look, our color just changed there. We can also look at some other cameras here, too. For instance, if we want to go look near Connor Croft, the heaviest band is barely to his southwest. That's in more of downtown St. Joseph here. Let's see. Actually, that looks relatively clear. It's because our camera's not the best quality. Let's go see if we can find a heavier area of snow. See the visibility? You could tell it's snowing very heavily there. There you go. That's one that ought to show it for you. There's your heaviest band. It's just barely north of downtown St. Joseph. So there you go. That's why I recommend not traveling whatsoever if you're in winter storm warnings or blizzard warnings. Let's see, right here in downtown St. Louis also had a heavy band going through it. Let's see if we can find a camera that looks... Yeah, there you go. Looks decent. So that's going through St. Louis, Missouri right there. Overall, just nearly impossible travel conditions. Thankfully, a lot of people are heeding those warnings and staying off the roads, but still quite a few cars and trucks on the road. Is there a way? I wonder if... Let's see. I want to see, like, down here. Yeah, I want to see near, like, Fredericktown or something. Right around there. Southeastern Missouri never has a lot of cameras. Yeah, my view's a little obstructed here. I don't really know what's obstructing it. I think there may be some icicles, thanks to our freezing rain out here, over our traffic camera. Little bit obscured view. Well, that's what I was looking for. I was gonna show you guys the freezing rain, and there you go. That's southeastern Missouri for you. Little difficult to see there. What camera was that? Was that? Oh wow, it's on like all the cameras out here. Look at them. Nope, this one's just not on. Yeah, look at that one. I'm gonna tweet about this. Actually, hold on. I want to get the full screen so that way I can give credit to Missouri DOT. There you go. Tweet. Great view of the freezing rain falling near. Let's see where this is. See where this is near here. Okay. Oh, Lord, help me. I can't spell that. I'm gonna need to get Radar Omega open to find that one. GIR. There we go. Yep, that's your ice storm for you. All the cameras in southeast Missouri, which given there's only about what, like 5, 2, 4, 6. 6 cameras out here. Well, we got to disclude this one because it wasn't working. See if it works now. Yeah, so 5 cameras because that one doesn't work. What about this one? What's this one look like? There's 2 more out here. Not as bad. You can actually see out there. Oh, there's some. There's some. They're starting to freeze over the cameras, man. Starting to freeze over the cameras out there in southeast Missouri. That's your ice storm for you. I gotta peek outside again and see that heavy band of snow happening. It looks like it's just now, the flakes just got huge. Like, that's what it is. Out here in my area. It didn't, like, speed up to blinding snow. The flakes just got massive. Like, huge. They are giant flakes falling from the sky right now. Is that the heaviest band? If that's the heaviest band, I'll go get my camera from the window that's hopefully still there. And not falling over. No, I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it there. When did I put it there? Like 150 or so? I think I put it there about 150. Yeah, it was about 150, 155. New observed sounding in Shreveport. Let's see. Soundings. Duh, right in front of my face. Come on. Oops. Shreveport. 18Z, right? What's up with the photograph? Something's going wrong in our kinematics there. I mean, it's really good, but something seems to be going wrong with the veering and wind shear. 6.6 lapse rates, 2.5 thousand instability. Still sufficient wind shear. I just don't know what the photograph's doing. But yeah, overall, not a bad sounding. This was from about an hour, 20 minutes ago. Not bad. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the coverage, make sure you hit that like button. Try to get us to 50 likes today. That'd be greatly appreciated. We're already at 41. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the coverage so far. It's still crazy. Those are some big icicles, man. I'm going to show it again because that's... Oh, wait, no. Now they won't pop up. Okay, there it is. I got it to pop up again. That's a great view right there. I was in lucky as well. He should get a good laugh from it. He probably won't be here till like 4. He didn't give me an exact time of when he'll be able to join stream, but I'm thinking like 4 p.m. There we go. I'm going to wait for this last batch of heavy rain, or not rain, snow that's passing through right here to pass through Martinsville, and then I'll go get my camera. I'm going to grab my camera before the snow stops. That is just crazy snow right there. I wonder how much it's accumulated. I'll go check around 3. Just after 3. After that band passes. Oops. There's your long winter storm. It's still expanding because this snow and rain line here in North Carolina continues to push southeast, so it is still growing. You can see snow now all the way from central Nebraska, southwestern Kansas, even getting into almost central Oklahoma now, all the way back out to when it turns into rain here near central North Carolina, south central North Carolina as well. See really quick. Yeah, we're probably still at about 1,200 miles long of snow there. Little area of rotation right in here north of Reeves, Louisiana, but still nothing that's imminent. I still don't see an imminent tornado anywhere here. Check this one. Nope. The only good area of rotation I see is still pretty weak out here north of Reeves, Louisiana. Unless I'm missing something. I mean, this is just too far. I can't really tell. I don't know, Weather Demon. I'm sure you'll have gusty winds, but I don't know if they'll reach blizzard conditions, so whatever snow totals your National Weather Service says on top of the wind gust of around 30, 35 miles an hour. But I don't think it would reach that far. That's Charleston. If we get blizzard conditions in West Virginia, it would be right along the mountains. So you're looking at like somewhere. Geez, it's just all pink. I can't even tell where Virginia begins. I think it's somewhere in here. So like near Craigsville or just east of Craigsville, West Virginia is where those blizzard conditions will be most possible. It was down, Catman? I didn't even know it was down. One and a half hours into the stream. We've got quite a long time to go till we end here. We're looking at least another 4 hours of coverage here. More heavy bands forming behind this. I don't think those are going to be able to hit me. Right now, they're moving southeast, so they might just merge in this area and then begin to move with the main band and go to my north. or close to me. See how those flakes are looking. I gotta go get my phone soon because it's going to run out of battery. They're huge flakes. I want to go try to catch one. I'm gonna go get my phone right now because it's gonna end up overheating and dislike me. Never mind. It's still got 20 minutes left on it. It's not doing that bad, so I'll go get it at like 250. Oh shoot, Lucky just called me. What's he doing calling me? Butt dial? Okay, go ahead, say it again.
Attention, chat. I need everyone to listen, because y'all not going to believe this. Lucky is getting sleep right now.
Well, I've got massive flakes.
Well, you know what? I don't care. You're
I'm
so mean.
I'm getting like 45 dBz snow over here, buddy. These flakes are humongous.
Oh, that's reflectivity. Dang, boy.
I'm doing a 50-minute time lapse of it all.
See what it can you go down to me, see if it says like just rain, or is it like pink or purple or what?
It says rain on MRMS, and then on Radar Omega, which is always very inaccurate for winter weather, says rain.
Well, I can confirm it's not.
I mean, Radar Omega says I'm getting heavy rainfall right now, but I can assure you it ain't rain. Like, look at this. It says I'm getting heavy rain right now. And can
you use a storm total accumulation from Radar Omega or Radar Scope to forecast snow? Or is that literally just for rain?
That's accumulation of snow. Or rain. Or just precipitation. Just precipitation as a whole. How can you forecast something that's observed? You know? That's when it's already happened, Lucky.
Alright, so how much have you gone already? About.
What do you mean?
How much have you gone? You said you have heavy flake. Is it sticking?
This says like 0.3 inches. Yes, it's sticking a lot. When it started sticking, it stuck quick. I haven't gone outside and measure it. You want me to?
Sure, why not?
Talk to Chad. I'll go do it right now.
Alright. Alright, Chad, give me like 10 seconds and I will be able to cover. Hold up. Alright, Chad, we back. Lucky sound volume much better here than in gaming. Well, that's because sometimes I'll just be not wanting to talk or something. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so right now, y'all, TRG is going to go check, see how much snow he has on the ground. We're still watching this. I got to pull it up. Hold on. I just smacked my mic on accident. But, yeah, also, welcome everybody. You know, y'all probably been here for a while. How's everyone doing? Oh no, not this guy. Ugh. Come on, y'all. Oh yeah, Caleb, I did see that. I did see that. That's that's the one thing I saw. There's also TRG pointed it out also. I find it pretty funny, honestly. I think it's pretty funny. So, you know, if my radar software would love to open, I could actually okay. There you go. So aside of the winter storm, we do have severe thunderstorm warnings, y'all. We have one just in front of the line. It's one for 60-mile-per-hour, quarter-size hail, and torr possible. So snow and ice is not the only thing that we're watching today. We're gonna be watching also severe weather.
It's cold.
How cold?
About 0.80.
0.8 it? Almost an inch?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you use?
A ruler.
Nice.
No, lucky I used my hand.
I mean, hey, that's a good measurement thing, bro.
DMs. Spelled it wrong, but you get the gist. Go
Oh wait, mute me.
ahead. Yeah, I've had it for 3 years. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've only used it once in my life. That's the first time ever. Out of the last 3 years, that's the first time I've used it. Well, I'm recording a time lapse right now, but I'll do that in 15 minutes if you're still here. Will you be? I'm unmuting you.
All right.
Sweet.
All right.
All right.
You know what? I'm gonna go check
Oh,
outside
new
again.
tornado watch.
Oh, I'm gonna go check outside again. So I'm just gonna mute.
Okay. There's your new tornado watch just got issued now. All the way up to Oxford, Mississippi, just like I said. It is a 6040, so that's a normal 10 sig watch right there. The highest probs on that is actually tornadoes, and then followed by wind. So we got a better chance of tornadoes today than damaging winds according to the watch probs. But obviously the thing that everybody's really focused on, let's be honest, it's the snow. We don't get big winter storms
I'm
like
still
this,
here,
but about
yes, true.
once or twice a year. I'd say once or twice a year we get big snowstorms like this. Sometimes we even go a winter without something like this. I don't think we had a big winter storm like this last year. Or rather, yeah, like in early 2024 or in 2023.
Significant. Like I'm pretty sure yes, we had a few winter storms, but nothing to like.
Nothing that's like across the entire center US.
Yeah, it's either just a nor'easter, somehow, someway, an East Coast threat, or it's just in the like Midwest, and then it just stops right there. It doesn't go
Or it
across the
barely
Midwest
gets
to the East
the
Coast.
like the coastal areas of the New England states or something. Or it's in just the higher elevations of the Rockies.
Exactly, yeah.
It's not
Nothing to
something
this
that goes
matter.
from Kansas to the Atlantic coastline.
Exactly.
I mean, this doesn't look terrible for you, Lucky. The far southern clip of it near Greensboro will probably barely get to you in
All right. Well,
around 4, I'd say. Maybe just
much,
before.
this is all I want to know, which I think I know the answer. Do you think this is enough to cancel school for tomorrow? With
I think
temperatures getting
it might be
below
enough
freezing
to
point.
delay it. You
At
might
least
get a
all right,
morning
okay, hold on.
delay.
Alrighty.
I don't know if it'd be enough to cancel it, but out here in Virginia, they've already shut down things and postponed schools, canceled schools. Let me go look at power outages again. Power outages are the main thing to look at during winter storms. Yeah, we're still right around that 30,000 mark for the winter storm affected areas. Connor has whiteout conditions now. Connor Croft's feed. There we go. That's at Savannah, Missouri, where it is whiteout conditions now. You could barely even see the tiniest bit in front of you. I don't honestly know where Savannah is, so I'm going to go find that now. I imagine it's near St. Joseph. Yes, it's north of St. Joseph. And that's DBZ of about 20 to 25 that you see there on Connor's feed. And you can see how large those snowflakes are hitting his windshield. So mine's like literally nearly double that. It's falling slower. And there's no wind at all, so it doesn't look like whiteout conditions. Yeah, but that's still moving northwest, so you're still gonna be seeing that snowfall. Oh my goodness.
Tornado warning
Kind of
for
scared me.
northeastern Morehouse Parish in northeastern Louisiana, northeastern East Carroll Parish in northeastern Louisiana, West Carroll Parish in northeastern Louisiana, East Carroll, Morehouse, and West Carroll County in
Holy
Louisiana.
crap, I gotta get some recovery for that. That properly scared me. That made me jump. Holy moly. That's near Mayersville, Mississippi, Oak Grove, northeastern Louisiana. I was not expecting a tornado warning anytime soon. But we do have 2 areas of upper level mesos here, upper level areas of rotation that could produce spin up tornadoes over the next 30 minutes or so. Well, this is actually valid for, is that an hour and that's wow, we gonna be on this scene for a long time. That is a long warning right there. Hour and 5-minute tornado warning there, so you've got a long time to be seeking shelter if you're in Oak Grove, Louisiana. Long time to be seeking shelter. Holy cow, that is such heavy snow. My goodness. My goodness, man. The end is in sight. No, it's right there. It's all pushing northeastward. Or eastward, I should say. Yeah, it's moving more like this. It's moving a bit weirdly. It's not moving dead east. It's moving kind of east-southeast. I don't know why I said northeast. I meant southeast. East-southeastward. Like, this part of it is moving dead east here, but this part further south is moving southeast more, so. Yeah. A little weird movement there. And there's your heavy ice accumulation starting now. Out in south central Illinois. It's really starting to get going. 3.5 inches of snow reported in, is that, that's, I think that's near Patrick Springs. Oh, nope, that is in Mount Airy, North Carolina. I couldn't tell where that report was. It is in Mount Airy, North Carolina, which I was actually there earlier in 2024, early last year. Let's see here. But right now, with what we see here, this is, if you live in, like, southern Pennsylvania, Delaware, southern New Jersey, northern Virginia, this is a good sign for you. We could actually see up to about a foot of snowfall in the DC area. Now, we've uptrended quite a bit. So if you live in or around the DC area, could get up to a foot of snowfall. That red band's going almost over my house. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to go get my phone and I'm going to go outside and take a picture and video. So give me a bit. I don't think Lucky's here. So if he comes back, just tell him, chat. I'll be right back. Y'all give me just a little bit longer. I'm going to try to get a picture of the snow and measure it.
I got an update. TRG, I got an update. Hello? Wait. Did you hear? Oh, Chad's not here. Well, wait. So, then no, he's gone. All right, that's fine. I'll stay here. I'll come back and cover for a second. I gotta tell him something anyways. We do have a tornado warning, y'all, for Louisiana. All right, so it was that storm that I was talking about in front of the line that was a severe warn. So if you are in the tornado warning, please be in your safe spot no matter what. This means that either a tornado is imminent or it's already on the ground. Right now it's radar indicated. I see why they warned it, but yet again, we are a little bit far from the radar. So, but they still see something, which I mean I do too. It's just really far away. We're looking pretty far up into that atmosphere. All right. He went to get a photo of the flakes. Nice.
All right, I'm back.
Yep. Good. Yeah. Oh, he's back. TRG, it's snowing.
It is?
Yes.
Sweet. I'm going to go ahead and edit these pictures and get them online.
I gotta go like embrace the moment. So I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll do this one. Oh, let me turn my... Well, yeah, I'll turn my camera back on. I'm just going to edit these photos real quick, y'all. It is freezing out there. It has dropped temperatures a lot. Temperature has dropped a lot. Okay. I need to do the one I edited here. Give me just a second, y'all. Connor's cleaning his windshield off. And I'm also going to do a picture of the snow. Wow, that is just... That is crazy. Oops, not that. Okay. I think that is good. I'm gonna send a picture here to Discord. I'm gonna pop that picture out and I'm gonna show you guys. That way you ain't gotta go over to my Twitter to see it. We'll do the horizontal picture. I've already crossed over a half, or rather over an inch of snow now out here in Martinsville. So that quick we picked up on 0.20 inches of snow ever since I last went out there. Here you go. This is my picture out here in Martinsville. You can see how massive the flakes are. Huge flakes. Nice winter wonderland out here. That's why I keep looking out my window, because that's not something we see often out here at all. That's very, very rare. It's probably been a good solid 4 years, 4 years since I've seen flakes that large and actually accumulate that well. It's not sleet. It's not sleet, buddy. I can tell you that. Definitely not sleet. Okay, now I can close all this out. I got one more big burst of snow before it stops. And I want to go to the video really fast here. 40 minutes of snow. Yep, you can see it accumulate really quickly on this video. I'm going to cut out the end of this here. That is awesome. Okay. Let's go back on into coverage now. I think I've been snowed out. I'm only going to get a little bit more snow, so I probably won't go back out again. Well, I might go back out one more time when it stops. New day one outlook. Big 10 sig tour. Pretty big 10 sig tour. Let me show you guys here. So there's your large 10 significant chance for tornadoes today. Perfectly in a radar hole. Perfectly in a radar hole. Star City, Arkansas. I'm guessing that's going to be near here. I'd be shocked if you're not talking about this. Yeah, that's exactly what you're talking about. And we got a large embedded area of rotation here. It's hard to tell exactly what's happening there. Yeah, that's not exactly where a storm rotates, but just a broad area of rotation we'll watch here southeast of Star City, Arkansas. I'm glad I didn't lose power. We didn't have much wind with it, and it was so fluffy, it really didn't stick to the power lines that well. It's not like wet snow. It's nice kind of dry snow, so it's not sticking to the power lines all that much. It's on the power lines, but it's not, you know, really accumulating on them. Man. I can't believe I actually got snow. Gracious day. That DBZ was not lying, man. It was just such large flakes that it picked up as like 45, 50 DBZ. Send this over here as well. My phone's starting to lag. It's because I've used up most of my storage on filming that video, so I'll have to compile it all into one long time lapse. Because right now it's just a 45-minute video. Ooh, a Shreveport radar site here. Oh, Lucky's calling me. Watch that area rotation. That's probably going to get tornado warned out there in Edgefield, Louisiana. That deserves a tornado warning. You're on stream. But no face reveal for you. Right there. No, you're good. You're good. What you want to show me?
I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but can you hear it?
Sleet.
Yeah, sleet. But see, it's like wet on the cars.
He's basically got rain. Cool. You want to see mine? You want to see mine? Let me show you mine. I'm sure you can see it all. I put him on Twitter. If you want to go on Twitter, you could see him. I'm honestly kind of surprised this isn't tornado warned here, y'all. This is definitely getting its act together here near Edgefield. We're going to watch that one closest. Behind our tornado warning, of course.
I'm going to have to go, so I can call you and...
Alright. I just wanted to mute there just in case he'd end up saying something. Alright. So we're going to watch that area rotation closely right there. Going towards... Is that him again? Imagine that was him again after I just hung up. Going towards Edgefield in Louisiana. That tornado warning... Still little areas of rotation, but that doesn't really look impressive anymore. Still in effect for 47 more minutes, though. Quickly text this. Let my parents know the snow is about to go bye-bye. Let's see. Hello, James. Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you in here. I've been dealing with a heavy band of snowfall, so that's what we've really... That's probably what we've talked about the most. Oh, there's that report I saw. 3.5 inches of snow in Mount Airy. I saw that on my, my local alert program before it actually came up on this software. Let me go over here. Gracious day. Farmersville, Louisiana. Let's see that. Sorry, I'm still focused on my snow. Oh, gracious. Yeah, we got a we definitely got a tornado trying to drop down here. It's got a good donut hole on it already. Very shocked that's not warned. We'll see if a warning gets issued shortly for that area. That's a really good area rotation. That's west of Farmersville, Louisiana. That is a much better area rotation than the one down here towards Harmon, Louisiana. But both of these are still rotating really well. Could get 1 or 2 new tornado warnings here shortly. Oh, it's Shreveport, ain't it? This must be Shreveport's jurisdiction. Oh!
Tornado warning for northwestern Desha County in southeastern Arkansas, southeastern
Oh,
Jefferson County in southeastern
this one.
Arkansas, southeastern Lincoln County in southeastern Arkansas, south central Arkansas County in southeastern Arkansas,
Not
Arkansas,
Shreveport.
Desha, Jefferson, and Lincoln County in Arkansas.
That is not in Shreveport's jurisdiction, so that's why it got tornado warned. Make sure you're in your safe spot there. I'm not saying that name. This is going to be west of Watson in Arkansas. Arkansas County in Arkansas. Make sure you're seeking shelter. East of Star City. Caden gave you a head up, which in return helped me give you a heads up. I'm not saying it. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to go back over here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Little Rock did that warning. These 2 areas of rotation are in Shreveport's. That... I would not be shocked if that is a tornado happening in or west of Farmersville. About to be in Farmersville. This one down here is still rotating. It has broken apart a little bit, but you can still see green and red right in here. But that area of rotation has gotten pretty strong there in Farmersville. And you definitely have a donut hole right there. Possibly even a tornado. I would not be shocked if that's ongoing at all. Now, I cannot confirm it because we don't have any CC or any products that are going to be able to read from this far away, closer to the surface. If it is a strong tornado, if there's a strong tornado happening and it lifts up debris, then we'll be able to see it on CC. But if it's just like a small, brief, quick tornado, we won't be able to tell on radar if it's on the ground or not. Let's see. Okay. Last big heavy burst of snowfall for me. I gotta see it go away. No, don't leave, Snowfall. I think I'm gonna have another chance at the end of January. I have a good feeling towards the middle or end of this month I'll have another snowstorm. Honestly. I have a good feeling about it. Let's see. $6 a.m. I want to see what Zulu time 6 a.m. is really quick. Here comes a new warning.
Tornado warning for northeastern Union Parish in north central Louisiana, Union County in Louisiana.
Oh, so we do warn. We do warn things. I bet that's... Yep. Radar indicated for now because there's no radar indication that it's confirmed. Oh, wow. Are we actually warning stuff now? Oh, nope. That's one in Little Rock. I thought Shreveport was about to warn the other area of rotation I pointed out.
Tornado warning for west central
Right
Desha
at 3
County in
p.m.
southeastern Arkansas, northeastern Drew County in southeastern Arkansas, south central Lincoln County in southeastern Arkansas, Desha, Drew, and Lincoln County in Arkansas.
Can I just point out that it was right at 3 p.m. Eastern, right when I said this activity would start popping up? Like, exactly 3 p.m. is when we started seeing all this stuff pop off. We'll still watch these areas here towards and south of Edgefield, Louisiana, because that is still... There's still multiple areas of rotation there. Our newest warning, though, was for this one out here, issued by Little Rock. I'm not surprised they did that. I almost pointed it out, but I don't think I did point it out. I should have. But that is rotating as well out here. That's to the northwest of, I guess that's McGee in Arkansas. You're probably talking about that little CC drop, but we're so far away, Caden, that's impossible to know. Unless it gets dark blue and is there for 1, 2, even 3 scans, and it's consistent and matches up with every product, then there's no way we're going to be able to tell. We're not going to be able to just base it off of one tiny little pixel. There's your winter storm still making its way through St. Louis and surrounding areas. If we go back over here to Kansas City, there's your blizzard still making its way through Kansas City and surrounding regions. And we now have a tornado outbreak trying to get going out here in Arkansas and Louisiana, and eventually going into Mississippi. All right, I'm going to be right back. I got to go do something really quick. Okay. Sorry, I had to go out in the snow. See if I got snow on me at all. I don't see any. It's literally about to go and stop, so I went and made a snowball, threw it at my dad. Alright, let's go see out here. Wow, in the time I went outside, we got a big tornado on the ground. Tornado was probably ongoing. Is that observed now? Nope. Tornado was probably ongoing here for about 5 minutes. West of Michelleville. Let me go check. Go get this really quick. There we go. I'm going to do my analysis radar on this. Take this off. 4 panel. Let's see. Matchup, 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 and 100%. That is a tornado. That was just ongoing. Do a 4 panel again, and I'm going to go tweet about this really quick. Give me just another moment. Okay, there we go. So that is a tornado that is probably still ongoing or just lifted out here northeast of Tyro, Arkansas. Man, those tornado warnings have picked up a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go back over here. I know I keep looking back over at my area. See if the snow stopped. Oh, it has calmed down a lot. But it's still going. Let me go back over here to our tornado warnings now. Oh, we just got a new weather advisory here in Northwest Arkansas. I want to go back down to this one. There we go. See, this one has a large inflow. This whole area is a good inflow for this storm here. So it could easily try to spin up, especially on that little notch right here. See the notch in the line where it goes normally like this, and then you have that notch right there. Then it goes back to a normal line. There may even be another notch down here, but that doesn't have a good velocity signature, so we'll watch that. The one in Farmerville, you're not going to be able to know if it was on the ground unless we get damage reports, so... but I just wouldn't be surprised because that area of rotation was pretty tight for a good solid 10 minutes there. And this one's going to be also nearly impossible to tell unless we get a damage report because it's so far from the radar. Both of those are in radar holes. I wonder if that's still ongoing there. Let me check. Not that one. That's probably fallout there. So we'll keep watching that, but most likely that tornado has lifted. Let's see. All right. Sorry, I'm waiting for this to come in really quick. Okay, there's 5,500 people inside this tornado warning that just had a tornado ongoing. That's what I was trying to find out. That is prefrontal right on the border. Which one? This one? Yeah, that's definitely a prefrontal. These here, these are all prefrontal storms. The ones that are going to have the greatest chance for tornadoes, probably really just the one that's tornado warned. These are, they've been struggling for a long time now. They might be able to intensify, but we'll just have to see how they interact with the poor lower level lapse rates. Like this one in Colfax actually looks really good. Let me get my analysis radar on that one. Go to here. Watch that very, very closely. We'll see what that has next scan, but that is definitely a storm that could produce a tornado at any second right there over Colfax, Louisiana. Personally, if I'm in Colfax, I would be seeking shelter if you're generally in front of this storm. We'll wait and see if they end up tornado warning it, but that definitely could produce a very quick tornado. You could just see the really well curvature here, and then that curvature turns into a hook echo right there. So basically what that means is that you have wind shear curving the storm like this, and then your southwesterly winds are continuing that curvature up and around. And now we'll see if that has any area of rotation embedded into it, but you can see that hook has occluded. So now your area of rotation is more like this. It's now a more embedded area of rotation, if that's still there. The flakes are a heck of a lot smaller now. way smaller flakes here in Martinsville. It's slowing down fast. Yeah, see, now that is a very large, broad area of rotation. Probably not going to be able to produce a tornado anymore. It really only had that one opportunity for like about 5 minutes to produce a tornado. And if it did produce a tornado, it was definitely weak and definitely brief. But I don't see any obvious signature that it did. Still watching two areas of rotation here along our QLCS line. One near Lake End and one back down here north of Minnie, Louisiana. The one near Lake End did have an opportunity to produce a tornado right about at these frames here, but I don't see any good signature there. And thankfully, it stayed fairly weak. The rotation stayed fairly weak. It didn't warrant a tornado warning, so National Weather Service in Shreveport didn't think it was capable. No longer any CCs on these tornado warnings in southeast Arkansas, so those are not on the ground. We did have one on the ground a while ago, about 10 minutes ago here. Oh, let me go quickly do this. Okay. These areas of rotation are very messy now. Those organized pretty quickly. Honestly, I don't really know how that northern one, northwest of Pickens, organized so fast. That was pretty surprising to me. Not exactly the best area for a tornado to occur, at least on the west flank of a supercell. Not very often you see that. That's not your common spot for tornadoes. Just watching all these storms further south like a hawk because they all have little areas of rotation and could very quickly spin up a brief tornado. I want to go ahead. I wish I could organize these radar sites because now, see, I've opened this radar site after the winter ones, and now it's after the winter ones on my tabs. Perfect. Accidentally played another video on YouTube, or not YouTube, on what's this site called? Twitter. There you go. Thankfully, it was muted. So just continue to seek shelter if you're in the tornado-warned areas. The ones in Arkansas are no longer impressive, which is great news. These in Louisiana, rather, they're very weak. They're very, very weak in rotation and are attempting to produce a brief spin-up tornado. Here's Lucky again. What's he want? Lucky's got a lot of ice falling. I'm going to go over to his area. Yeah, he's near Raleigh. He's in one of these light bands here. He's got a lot of ice. This dude keeps calling me help. He wants to show me tiny little ice pellets. Help me. I need to compile this this time lapse up right now. Give me just a moment. Cuz if I don't, then my phone's going to explode. Okay. There we go. It's running low on storage. I had it I barely had enough storage to fit the entire video on my phone. So my phone's getting laggy. Farmersville, let's see. Is that the one in Arkansas that we were talking about? There's so many storms, I'm losing track now. That's Farmersville, Illinois. There's no chance you're talking about that. Let's see. Louisiana. That's this tornado warning. I mean, that's in a radar hole. You can't depict anything with that. You might barely be able to tell the little regions of rotation, but that's really difficult. Connor's got a big smear right in front of the camera. The only smear on his whole windshield, and it's right in front of the camera. Here, let me show y'all. Let's see. Man, I have too many scenes. I need to organize them even more. Here you go. This is Connor's feed. And smear's not as bad, but you could see it. It's right here. That's the smear on his windshield. It was worse just a bit before because his camera was out of focus. All right, let's switch back over to... Well, we're going to switch over to tornado warning, actually, because that's where we're at. That's what we're tracking the most right now. I don't think they'll continue that tornado warning into southeast Arkansas and west central Mississippi. That storm looks like it's weakened. Same goes for these in Arkansas, too. They're broad rotation, but they could still produce a tornado later down the line here. So there's still plenty of little areas to watch for spin-up tornadoes. That area I've been talking about for a long time is still attempting to rotate. Now well to the northeast of Minnie. And of course our other area is back up here. So multiple little areas of rotation. We're going to continue to watch along this line here as it moves eastward into central Louisiana over the next hour. Another report of snow. I believe that's going to be in my neck of the woods, actually. 1-inch report of snow. That's actually to my northwest. Somewhere up here near west of Eden. Here comes a new
warning for northeastern Union Parish in north central Louisiana, Union County in Louisiana.
Oh, that's near Sparta, North Carolina. That's way over here. So somewhere here near the Low Gap, we just got a report of 1 inch of snow on the ground. It might be that one. That one's too far north, though. It was more south than that. It was into North Carolina. It actually might be that. And it actually might have been a pretty old report that I just got. So that might have been it right there near a Roaring Gap in NC. And then, of course, we're getting so many more reports up here. We've got about 5 to 7 inches of snow on the ground in and around St. Louis. Central Illinois near Decatur, we've got about 3.2 inches of snow on the ground. Indianapolis, right around 3 inches of snow on the ground. Southwestern Indiana, 4 inches of snow on the ground. Where our blizzard warnings are in place, we've got anywhere from 4 to 8 inches on the ground in and around Kansas City. That is probably our highest report right there. Manhattan coming in at 12.5 inches of snow, likely nearing 13 inches of snow now. So that is going to probably be the area with the highest snow report so far. Let me know if you guys see any snow reports higher than that. That's 12.5, which is the most I've seen. Our previous record was 11. That's now at 12.5. So we'll see if that gets any higher today, which I'm sure it will. Let's go to that new tornado warning. It was it an extension? What? I think it was that tiny little tornado warning right there over Marion for 19 more minutes because our other tornado warning expires in 4. I mean, this thing's in like the perfect radar hole now. It's in between all of our radar sites. Shreveport's the best one we have, and that one's still terrible for looking that far northeast. This is a tour possible severe as well, with all these little areas of rotation that we've been watching for a while. None of them look like imminent tornadoes. This one is getting its act together for like the second or third time, just to the northeast of Mini, Louisiana. So we'll keep watching that one and see if it can get its act together better here to the point where it might be warned. Doesn't look half bad right now. What's that, like 40-mile-an-hour rotation? Yep, 22 to 22. So you're looking at around 40-mile-per-hour rotation. Still some light snow falling out here in Martinsville. Very, very light, though. Go look at my local radar. Yep. It's leaving. It's leaving the city limits. 5 sig tour near Drew, Louisiana. Yeah. A lot of the hatched risks we have end up having tiny little 5 sigs. Let's see here. I want to look at WSSI again. Yep, still extreme winter storm impacts expected in south central Indiana into northwestern Kentucky, around and in the Louisville, Kentucky area. We're up to 5 tornado warnings now out here in Louisiana and Mississippi, as well as Arkansas. I think that is in Mississippi. Is that like a pixel into Mississippi there? Yep. That's a pixel into Mississippi. I don't know if you can officially count that, though, as our first tornado warning in Mississippi. I feel like it's going to have to be well more into Mississippi. Let's see. I'm looking at WSSI again here. That's Winter Storm Severity Index. You know what's something I haven't checked? HRRR. Even though the event is ongoing, it's still something I look at. It's not doing a good job at predicting the prefrontal storms by any means. It is doing a terrible job. Maryland. Winter storm warning. Ooh. Yeah, you're gonna get some good snow up there. 5 to 10 inches of snow expected, with even up to 12 inches of snow possible. And based on what we've seen today, I would say we're probably going to see on the higher end of that. I would expect more of 9 inches of snow to a foot of snow. I don't really see a way how we're going to get less than 9 inches of snow in that area. We've been seeing a lot of uptrends for the DC area and also pointing north. Pretty much every model run has you getting 10 inches or more of snow. The only one that doesn't is the GFS model, which, as we all know, is not the best with snowfall totals anyways. Let me see. Did they mention anything about wind? I don't see anything about wind. Oh, hold on. My parents want to measure the snow one more time before it starts melting at all. Give me just like 3 minutes. CC in Louisiana. I'm going to check really, really quick. Which one, Caden? There's... Whoop, is that it? Oh, I'll be right back.
Tornado warning for South Central Ashley County in southeastern Arkansas, northwestern Morehouse Parish in northeastern Louisiana, Ashley County in Arkansas, Morehouse County in Louisiana.
The one in the radar hole, that's like both of them, buddy. If I had to guess, they're talking about the one that just got extended. Let me go check. That's too hard to tell. Maybe. We might have a tornado ongoing there, east of Marion, Louisiana. I'll be right back, and then I'm going to turn my camera back on.
Tornado warning for southeastern Chickett County in southeastern Arkansas, southern Sunflower County in northwestern Mississippi, Washington County in northwestern Mississippi, northern Humphreys County in central Mississippi, Chickett County in Arkansas, Humphreys, Sunflower, and Washington County in Mississippi.
All right, y'all. Sorry about that. My parents want to measure it one more time. It's up to, I think we're at almost 2 inches of snow now. Very, very close to 2 inches of snow. That's really difficult to say if that's a tornado. The CC is very large, so I can't tell if it's like already lifted or whatnot, but most likely a tornado has been ongoing out here east of Marion, Louisiana. Wow. He got a lot more snow right there. I'm going to go ahead and send this report in again. Bear with me just a second. Okay. And I'm going to do this here. Got to send in report to the snow, y'all. Send it right into the National Weather Service. There we go. All right. Also going to send it through this one too. Oh, wow. Yeah, we definitely had a pretty strong tornado happen here, rather east of Marion, Louisiana. Definitely a pretty strong tornado that touched down there. Can we go to the newest scan? Okay, that's not in yet. First strong tornado, most likely. First strong tornado of the day there. Oh, wait, I still have that screenshot pulled up on Discord? Let me take that off. There we go. Little Rock, Shreveport, Jackson, 100% a CC. Yeah, it is. Can somebody text Haley? She's like 10 minutes behind on stream, please. Just say it in the chat. Thank you. One inch of snow now reported northwest of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That tornado warning was also expanded into Mississippi now. I just realized that. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's a tight couplet. I'm going to switch the... Do I keep the Little Rock one on? I'm going to have to. I'm going to open up a 8th... What is that? 7th or 8th radar site today. Oh, there you go. Observed. Confirmed tornado warning now. Let's go back here. Okay, there we go. I needed another radar site. That's a donut hole right there over Chatham, Mississippi, too. So we do have a confirmed warning now out here for portions of south central, southeastern Arkansas, and northeastern Louisiana, where a strong tornado was just ongoing. Potentially strong tornado was just ongoing. I'm trying to find the right radar site. There we go. So potentially strong tornado impacted east of Marion, Louisiana. It looks like it was mainly just all trees there. I don't see a lot of houses. So hopefully everybody was seeking shelter and is okay there. But that is an observed tornado warning now. I do believe it is lifted. Excuse me. Random sneeze, probably from going outside. That's 1,800 people in that observed warning. So National Weather Service forecasted my area to get at least 1 inch of snow, and I got 1.8 inches of snow, or right around there. So I don't know how, but Blacksburg was right, because I didn't see a single model run show more than 1 inch of snow possible, but they still got it. So overperforming event for model run wise, but exactly what my National Weather Service expected. We'll see if that CC gets any deeper, but just based on how like wide that CC is, like this, it looks like fallout to me. There's also not nearly as notable of a couplet. You can see how tight this couplet was back here, and it's got a lot less organized since then. Just to show you better, I think if I use this here on Radar Omega, you can see it a bit easier with your more traditional red and green. Yeah, see? There you go. And that area of rotation weakened a lot, so I don't believe it's on the ground anymore. Two areas of rotation now inside this tornado warning. We've got one strong area of rotation here, southwest of Hollandale, Mississippi, and then a new area of rotation trying to form up here north of Hollandale, Mississippi. So two areas trying to drop a tornado out here in and around the Hollandale, Mississippi area. So please seek shelter if you're in that tornado warning or any of the other tornado warnings in effect. Pretty sure they just canceled those winter storm, or rather, winter storm warnings and maybe a blizzard warning near Dodge City. Pretty sure that was winter storm warnings in place, but I'm quite confident they have canceled those. I'll go check their official page here to confirm. Yep, they have officially canceled those winter storm warnings in and around Dodge City. So there you go. That's our first main batch of winter storm warnings being disextended there. Let's see. That's probably here, right? Yep, knew it. I swear, we've talked about this area a lot recently. There is a little rotating thunderstorm there west of Kirbyville in southeast Texas. Probably not one I'm going to keep an eye on, though. Unless it gets warned. It's far from the radar site, so there's just so many other storms to watch. But I'll try to come back to it. Now, if it gets tornado warned, we'll definitely talk about it. For instance, here's more little areas of rotation out here on the Texas-Louisiana state line, southwest of Leesville, Louisiana. Mute this just in case it has music. Okay, doesn't. Okay. I was just looking at a model run that apparently nailed my forecast. It's a model run I've never used before. Back up to our confirmed tornado warning. We'll see if it's doing anything here. Still looks like a CC fallout here. So I'm still pretty confident that's a tornado that is lifted and debris still falling from the atmosphere down into the radar beam area. This was a very strong tornado. I mean, we're looking at... Oh my word. Yeah. Probably about 140 mile per hour tornado over here. Just guessing from velocity signatures mixed in with CC and debris pulled it. I mean, it pulled debris all the way up to about 16,000 feet. Maybe even higher than that. That was probably a very strong tornado. Looks like one of our areas of rotation here near Hollandale has fallen apart. Still watching the strong area rotation east of Chatham, west of Percy, southwest of Hollandale, Mississippi. We're now left with 2 tornado warnings. One is observed back there where the tornado lifted up a bunch of probably trees and now it's dropping it back down to the ground. And our radar's still picking up on that. And then our other one, which is not confirmed and doesn't appear to be on the ground, but is tornado warned out here in Hollandale, Mississippi. Okay. I think the 18Z GFS renders in at like 6, right? I'm pretty sure it does. I'm just very much watching our winter storm potential next week, or actually this upcoming weekend. You could be using a different radar site or a different velocity color table or storm relative velocity. You can, depending on what site you're using, you'll either need to hover over it or use the inspector tool because this rotation is right around 50 to 60. There's a number of things that could make your velocity look different than mine. Still looking out for some spin-up tornadoes along our QLCS line out here, specifically 2 regions, one southwest of Jonesboro, right in here, going towards Winfield, and then another area in this region here. There's 2 areas to watch for spin-up tornadoes. Overall, it's going to be right around Montgomery, Louisiana. None of them look like imminent tornadoes, though, which is good news. See if it's snowing outside still. No, it stopped. Rest in peace, snow. Snow has stopped. Okay, there we go. How cold is it going to get tonight? I wonder if that snow is going to stick around some. I imagine the cold front's going to pull through and it's going to make it really, really cold. Let's see here. Yep, it's going to get into the 20s tomorrow morning. Only thing is, will it rain tonight? Get rid of all my snow. All right. Still dealing with our winter storm up here. If you live in Illinois, Indiana, the heaviest is starting to head your way now. I'm pretty sure this is just going to stay as heavier snowfall over Kansas and western Missouri for the next couple hours until it very slowly moves eastward and begins to lighten up. So this will start to lighten up with time. It should become more of light snowfall closer to midnight, and our main heavier band is going to actually become this one out here in Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. See if we got any recent freezing rain reports. None at the moment, but that's right where we're seeing our freezing rain, right in here. A power outage check. Haven't looked in about an hour. Still dealing with about 30,000 people without power now and 10,000 in Illinois, so it has definitely gone up by about 10,000 overall. So definitely starting to increase in power outages now, and that will be really bad overnight into tomorrow morning once the storm begins to pull in all the cold air behind it. We'll start seeing potentially some teens behind this cold front tomorrow morning. Actually, potentially some negatives into Kansas and Missouri where the blizzard is currently. So that snow is going to stick around for a very long time. If you're getting a good amount of snow, anything over about 6 inches of snowfall anywhere in this region, it's going to be sticking around for probably a week. And by then, we might even have another snowstorm that makes it add some more snow totals somewhere in this area. There's still a lot of uncertainty on exactly who's going to get a snowstorm at the end of this weekend, so we're just going to watch it closely. And of course, I'll update you guys a couple times this week. Still an observed warning for 39 more minutes here. It is in our perfect radar hole, so we really can't see what's happening with it at all. So we'll keep monitoring that. Okay. I'm going to check the HRRR here. I think our tornado threat's actually going to go down quite rapidly here in about an hour. NATOcast has a 10% chance for tornadoes, just like the SPC. Actually, this is the new NATOcast, so they're not actually hatched. SPC went 10 hatched for today. If I'm going to be honest with y'all, which I want to be, there's actually a chance I end in 30 minutes. I kind of want to go and spend time with my family outside in the snow. I did not expect to get this much snow, so I kind of want to go out there and have fun with my family. So if this tornado threat does decrease over the next 30 minutes, there's a chance I actually end really early. But Lucky should go live. I believe Lucky's going to go live just after, right around 4:30. So if he does go live, he can pick up for us on his live stream. I just didn't expect to get this much snow, and I know there's a chance it melts overnight thanks to rain, so... Yep. We've already covered this for over almost 3 hours, so I do apologize for cutting it short here. I think these are going to pose our greatest tornado threat, and by the time we're done and when this tornado warning expires, hopefully that line has caught up to it. He should be able to go live. Here comes
Tornado warning for Northern Morehouse Parish in northeastern Louisiana, Northern West Carroll Parish in northeastern Louisiana, Morehouse, and West Carroll County in Louisiana.
I am not gonna lie, you almost scared me because I fully forgot you were in this call. If you said that 5 seconds earlier, you probably would have made me jump out of my chair. But you said it right when the tornado warning came through and beeped.
I was the tornado warning. Good morning.
So it went beep, and then it started speaking right when you said good morning. I'm probably going to end in 30 minutes, Lucky, because I want to go spend time with my family outside, because we got a lot of snow.
Yeah, of course.
So
I'll be live.
Yeah, I'll raid you in 30 minutes if you want to go set up your stream quickly for 4:30.
It's already set up for 4:15.
Oh, okay. I'll raid you just after that then.
Alrighty.
Tornado threats continue. You missed one strong tornado and a decent tornado in Arkansas. Strong tornado northeastern Louisiana. Decent tornado southeast Arkansas.
Did you see all my precipitation finally turn into pink?
It did?
Yeah.
Mine actually turned to blue.
Alright, well now whoa. That's an old radar scan.
You might want to peek your head out the window.
I was just outside, TRG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Radar Omega.
Radar Omega has all rain.
Well, what was the last scan?
350.
Well, I can. Oh, well, do radar scope. Actually, do you have it on your phone?
Yeah, I can look at it. Radar scope. Yep, that's all pink. Oh wow, the reports in Raleigh are crazy.
I know,
Freezing
bro.
rain, freezing rain, freezing rain, snow or Gruple, freezing rain, ice, ice, ice. There is so many. Let me see if I can show y'all. This
Do
is
you think
in
it's gonna
ping
get below freezing
reports.
tonight?
Yes, it will.
Or do you
But
think it's
but I think we're gonna get rain tonight, Lucky. I'm not too sure. See all those dots, y'all? That's all the reports. My camera won't focus on it. But those are all the reports. There's got to be at least 30 of them. We're still an observed warning out here in southeastern Arkansas for that strong tornado. Is it still? Hold on. Louisiana. Go to the Shreveport radar. Okay, the fallout's pretty much gone. I think, Lucky,
Yep.
I think this lofted debris up to about 19,000 feet.
Dang.
Thankfully, it was over mainly trees. From what I can tell, there was some roads, but I can't tell if there was any homes there. But it lofted debris up high.
I bet.
Yeah, but then again, Caden HRRR had me getting like not even 1/10 of an inch of snowfall, and I got a freaking inch and 1.9 inches. So I don't know how much I trust the HRRR for our winter threat. Radar scan was, I think, 150, Ben. 140 or 150, so it was very strong to almost potentially almost violent. But thankfully it was over trees, and I don't know if we can get a violent rating out of trees. I mean, I feel like you have to have evidence that the tree was there and it was a strong 20-year-old oak tree and it got fully ripped off the ground for it to be considered a low-end violent tornado. You know, like when trees are fully debarked and snapped in half and picked up and thrown. I feel like there's opportunities where it could be rated as violent. I'm gonna text my parents.
Bro, my radar mega is saying at least for the winter weather radar, 323. It just updated. 357 is not my last scan. I promise you, as soon as I started talking to you about it, it just switched to 3. Like, I don't know, bro.
What?
I don't even know, bro. It switched from 323 to 357 right when I started talking to
Yeah,
you.
probably because you were using mobile data and your mobile data was last used at that time. And then you had a refresh.
On my computer?
Well, on your computer, you probably shut it off or went AFK.
I did go AFK, but I even closed it and reopened it and it was still 323 for about 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, that's because it had to get a new scan in to realize it was behind. Rolling forward had lots of EF4 tree damage. I remember that. I do. Now I do. Just me being forgetful for tree damage indicators. So far, I would say this winter storm is performing as expected for everywhere except for Virginia and North Carolina because it's overperforming there. I think it's performed as expected. Same goes for the tornado threat so far. We'll see if anything ends up overperforming later on today when Lucky will cover it. And there's a chance I hop back on here close to like 6 o'clock or so, especially if things are active. Let's see here. All right. Well, I think I'm going to call it quits in 15 minutes, actually, because that's when Lucky's going to pick up for us. If that's okay with you, Lucky.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So I'll send you guys all over to him. It's not that common that I get snow that actually sticks and stays around, so
Exactly. Yeah, I
I'm
get it.
kind of missing out on a lot, and I feel bad. So,
TRG's gonna be covered in 4 layers of coats.
nah, man, I'm going
Ain't
out
that,
with the redneck shorts and a t-shirt, throwing snowballs at my family.
bro? If you go out in shorts, I
I
will
already
be
did.
like,
I already did. I already did. I already did.
bro,
I already went out in shorts and a t-shirt, made a snowball, and threw it at my dad.
that's crazy.
Went out in tennis shoes, a t-shirt, and shorts.
And it's the good type of snow, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 25 degrees outside now.
Whew. For me, I think it's like mid 30s.
Given I only lasted 3 minutes,
No,
but we don't
high
talk
30s. I'm
about
pretty
that.
sure.
It dropped a lot after the snow hit. It dropped a lot.
I'm just hoping that I at least get like a 1 or 2 hour delay, so that I don't, have have to go in so early. But I
Actually,
don't
mine's
know.
very fluffy snow. It's not even wet snow. Mine is
Oh,
powdery. It's like
now,
not. It's not that powdery. It is, buddy. Mine was. Oh,
dude, seriously, look at DMs real quick.
poor possible severe out here northeast of Alexandria. I think Caden might have been talking about that. I saw someone say something about an area of rotation picking up at some point. But that area is starting to rotate more. Dude, that is so many in-ping reports.
Yeah, and now that's so much blue.
Yeah, but I mean, even if it is snow, it's light snow and it's not going to stick.
Yeah,
Hey, if we get a snowstorm, you got to come chase up here. It looks like it would be Saturday or Sunday.
maybe, man. I don't know.
It looks like it would be right around Saturday or. Let me go check the GFS. I think it's Sunday
I work.
morning.
I work, and I
You
gotta
work
work.
Sunday morning?
No, Saturday morning.
No, okay, yeah. It would actually be Friday night into Saturday morning. Dang. I get like 7 inches of snow in 6 hours.
How much do I get? 0? Of
Yeah, it misses you.
course it does.
Just kidding. You get 6.5 inches on the GFS. Let me look at ensembles. They definitely show a signal now, which is definitely better than what we saw before, but man, it's not much of a signal. Oh, well, I was too far out. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 20 ensembles have us getting a winter storm, and 2 of those have a major winter storm where we get almost a foot. You and me both get over a foot, actually, on one of them. Most likely, if we see something proxy, you will. Most likely. What? Most likely. Likely. No longer at a confirmed warning. We're down to 3 tornado warnings. These are probably going to be in effect for a while, especially this one out here in Mississippi. We've got 3, almost 4 areas rotation on this cluster here in northwestern Mississippi and west central Mississippi. Yes, we're talking about the next winter storm. And here comes another tornado warning. But it's in a radar hole, so I mean, okay, I see it.
Tornado warning for southeastern
Rock's radar
Desha
site.
County in southeastern Arkansas, Desha County in Arkansas.
So our peak tornado threat will end in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We've already covered about half of our peak tornado threat now. And then I'll let Lucky cover the other half. After 7 p.m., our threat for tornadoes will die down rapidly. So our peak tornado threat is before 7 p.m., which is, obviously like now. Now till 5:30, 6 o'clock. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'm sure most of you who are watching this are already subscribed, and I appreciate you guys being here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yep. Of course there's rotation near Yazoo City. Looks like we're getting a lot more areas of rotation with these showers in front of our main line here in Mississippi. We've got 3 areas of rotation, this tornado warning, and another area of rotation west of Yazoo City. Lucky, you said your stream's set up already? I assume that means yes in Lucky
Yes,
terms.
sir.
There you
I
go.
forgot I was muted.
Okay, there's Lucky. So I'll send you guys right on over to him when we end. It also just did 4-second slow-mo, but I think that was already on. Power outages are now up to almost 55,000 throughout the affected areas for a winter storm, and it's up to almost 30,000 in relation to severe weather. Can't tell if that's anything. So we've got plenty of severe thunderstorm warnings, and we have 4 tornado warnings. None are confirmed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 severe warnings, and then 4 tornado warnings. Is it still snowing out there? Radar has a little tiny band going over me. Nah. That actually might be something I gotta get at Wally World for my snow chases. Wow, Connor definitely has a lot of blowing snow here. Let me show you guys this blizzard here that Connor's on. Look how much this snow blows from the left side to the right side of his screen. There you go. That's why there's blizzard warnings in effect. Okay. But yeah, our peak tornado threat is still ongoing here. It will stay ongoing until this front right here catches up to these prefrontals in this area, which will probably be about another hour and a half. So peak tornado threat from now all the way till about 5:30, 5:45 Eastern. Another look at our winter storm. We're going to go ahead and measure the length of our winter storm here one more time before I head off. So from west to east, we're still looking at 1,200 miles here. 1,277 miles. But yeah, in 5 minutes, I'm going to send you guys on over to Lucky. I'm going to go outside and freeze my tail off out there in the snow. And I will... There's a pretty good chance I'll come back here around 6:30 or 7 later on tonight. Or around there. Somewhere around there. But I won't promise it. I'm going to go ahead and take all of this off. There we go. See how much storage I got. 26 minutes left of video. Yay. I'm getting some lake effect? What? Buddy. I mean, technically the whole thing's a lake effect storm because it all came from the ocean. So we could call it an ocean winter storm. Because the system... Oh, wait, is that 16? 16 inches of snow. That's our highest report now. Fully surpassed 12.5. That's up to 16 inches of snow southwest of Manhattan, Kansas. That's getting up there, almost 1.5 feet now. But all right. Lucky, I'll go ahead and raid you here in 5 minutes. Go ahead and say bye to my chat. And
All right, see y'all.
and I'll talk to you probably near 6 or so.
All right.
All right. See you later.
I'll see you later.
And I'll send all of you guys on over to his stream. So I appreciate you guys for tuning into this shorter than I expected coverage because I want to go outside and have fun with my family. First snowstorm of the season. I honestly don't want to miss out on it. There's still a couple tornado warnings. None are confirmed, though, and there's still a few severe, so I'll hand it over to Lucky. I don't expect there to be anything significant tonight in terms of the tornado threat. We still could see one more strong tornado. I wouldn't fully rule it out, but I think we are passing peak now. I think from here on out, our tornado threat is going to start to decrease slowly. And then after about 6, 7 p.m. Eastern, once we run out of that instability, it should decrease very, very rapidly. So I apologize for ending the coverage early. I know I promised a 6+ hour live stream, but I did not expect to get any snow today. Like literally any. Didn't expect even a drop. So I apologize for the shorter coverage. It was still over 3 hours, so it was still our typical enhanced risk coverage. But I will see you guys in either tonight's live stream or Tuesday's live stream, depending on if I come back tonight or definitely Tuesday, because we'll be doing a briefing on Tuesday for our snowstorm threat. But yeah, that's going to be it. I did talk a little bit too long. It snuck up on me, so I'm going to cut the outro music a little short. Thank you, mods, for mod chat. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hit that like button on your way out. Stay tuned to this stream until it ends, and you will be automatically sent over to Lucky's live stream in about 2.5 minutes. And stay safe. Watch the snowfall. Stay safe out there for sure. Make sure you're staying safe and stay off the roads if you are in those winter storm or blizzard warnings and ice storm warnings as well. And that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the next one, whether that be tonight or Tuesday. Goodbye. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in my next live stream.